Well, we have got to the 8-hour mark. Let me see exactly what time it is. It is 4:24, so at 4 p.m. Eastern Time is the 8-hour mark of Dewey's Readathon. What have I done during this readathon? Quite a bit. First of all, I am watching Donna Marie reads. She's having a 10-hour sprint. And let me see where she is with this. I'm going to bring her up on my tablet. Turn the volume down. Okay, she's back. She's live, you guys. Okay, so that sprint is over, and I think it was the 4th sprint. Yeah, because we're in the 8-hour mark. And so between, like, what I'm doing is, while Donna Marie sprints, and currently how many of us are here? 14 of us are here, but it's been anywhere between 14, 18, and 20, whatever. While Donna Marie has the sprint clock running, I am using Kindle text-to-speech with immersion reading. And when I say that, it just means that I have the book. There's your play button right there. And I have my tablet on this boom arm right here, but I have it in my hand for the sake of me making the video. Hopefully you can see the boom arm. There we go. But so I'm doing the immersion reading, and then when the sprint is over and Donna Marie is chatting with us, then what I am doing is I am simply using that time to compose reviews, because it's my goal to have all my reviews caught up before November 1st, and then November 1st through the 30th, which is November NetGalley or NetGalley November, I want to read a book a day at least and get that review written. But I get a little bit more ambitious than that, but we're going to say at the very limit, that's what I'm going to do. So I did read 2 books during this sprint so far, or during this Dewey's Readathon. The 2 books that I have read, I'm just bringing them up on my tablet. The first one is by J.D. Kirk, The Woman Downstairs. Basically, here you have 2 neighbors, or should I say you have a new neighbor moving into a building with someone who has lived there previously. It's a psychological thriller. And because it's a psychological thriller, you know that somebody's got ulterior motives. Somebody has plans. They have motives, plans, and execution. You know that's going to happen in a psychological thriller. Also, it's a matter of, I think it's Aretha Franklin, who's zooming who. So when you're reading this and you're looking, okay, here comes one of my cats. When you're reading this and you are looking at your 2 principal characters, you're waiting to see who's going to be the victor. That's The Woman Downstairs. Then I read this mind-boggling, you can come over here, Toby. Milo, I don't even know my cat's name. Then I read the mind-boggling What Have You Done by Nicole Trope. And this one here is a book that is, okay, I gotta make this guy comfortable. This book here, you have a woman who apparently has, or possibly has, false memories. Her mind is locked in a traumatic mode, so she can't even trust her own memories. This book, however, will require at least 2 trigger warnings in my written review. But Nicole Trope has done a very good job. Very shocking twist. A twist that you kind of think that, okay, it's not so much an unexpected, how can I put it? You know there's going to be a major twist in a psychological thriller. You know there is. But let me tell you, she got me with this one. She really did. She really did. And that, I don't know. But let me think about it. And as I think about it, I'll decide if one or both of these books will be 5-star books. At the very least, they're both 4-star books, but I have a strong feeling that once I start composing the reviews, they'll be 5 stars. Another thing I've been doing during this readathon while Donna Marie is sprinting is between sprints, when she chats with us, I'm using that time to compose book reviews. And since my goal is to have all of my reviews done before the end of the year, before the end of November, not the end of the year, before the 1st of November, by the end of this month, I want to be 1 for 1 with my reviews. So I've been using this time to just catch up on a handful. I don't have many left. I have, let's see, what did I draft? I fully drafted 2. They just need to be proofread once or twice more. They are One of the Family by Jess Ryder, My Husband Next Door by K.L. Slater, Green Pastures, I wrote and published that one. That one is by Patricia Johns. I drafted Death of an Ex by Delia C. Pitts, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore, Witness to Murder by Deborah Webb. I just have to proofread that one. So I'm just doing the reviews in between the actual sprinting times, which are 69 minutes each. And that way I get to fully engage myself in what I'm reading, but use the downtime between sprints to stay in the mode of this whole reading experience. So I've had a great time so far. We're just, like I said, just past hour 8, and we'll go on, and maybe I'll check in with you if I'm still wide awake at hour 12, which would be for me 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And of course, time zones are all over the place because there's so many of us that are doing this readathon from all over the world. But for me, that's in a few hours. That'll be 8 o'clock my time. So I've got my cats, like I said. I've got my blanket. I've already inhaled my first cup of coffee. Probably will go for another one. And that's it. So I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.